What's up guys, this is Alvin from Vapes. I was asked to give a tutorial on our starter kits. It's important to know exactly what you're getting into when you're becoming a new vapor and know how to operate what you have well before you leave our store. This is a basic EVOD starter kit. Comes with 2 vaporizers, comes with a charger, comes with a case and a juice. So we'll go ahead and get into learning how to operate this. Okay, so here's the starter kit. As we get into it, you'll see you've got the 2 vaporizers, the charger, the case, and this kit would also come with a free juice. So we'll go on and get into how to take these apart, fill them, and charge them, okay? So you want to take your vaporizer out. Just your basic vaporizer. The good thing about these is they're really simple. There's not a whole lot of things that could go wrong with them. If something goes wrong, it has to do with either the battery, the tank, or the coil inside, okay? So if you're having problems, you can generalize it down to those 3 things, okay? As you're taking this piece of equipment apart, you'll want to be sure to keep your eye on this little silver strip. That little silver strip is your friend. If you are taking the tank off and you grab it right here and this happens to be too tight, you could loosen it and then you'll spill your juice everywhere. But if you grab it by that little silver strip, you're guaranteed to not spill anything, okay? So while I have the tank off, I'll show you how to operate the battery. To operate the battery, it's 5 clicks to cut it on, okay? To turn it back off is the same thing, okay? If you're trying to cut this battery on and it's not coming on, it's a good sign that you're probably not going fast enough. So just speed up and it'll come on, okay? So now that we know how to do that, I'll set that to the side. This is your tank. To fill the tank, we go back to that little silver strip that I was talking about a minute ago. Like I said, it's your friend. So we'll unscrew that. While I have this out, I'm going to show you this. This is your coil. This is where the magic happens. This is where your vapor comes from. You'll know it's time to change this coil out simply because it'll either start tasting a little bit burnt, your vaporizer might not work as good as it normally does, or you might even see a little bit of seeping. I don't know if you can see these little holes that are inside or on the side of this this piece right here. Those holes are that's your airflow holes. Sometimes you'll see a little seeping come out of those. So you'll know it's time to change the coil out when you see stuff like that happen, okay? So we know about the coils now. All right, so down inside of here, there's a little tube. That little tube is going straight to your mouth. So when you're putting juice in this tank, you don't want to put juice in that little tube, you want to put juice around that little tube. This stuff is great to vape, but it sucks to eat it. So you'll want to remember this step, okay? So the way we do that is we take our juice, the tip of our bottle of juice rests against the edge of the side of the tank, and you'll see there's a little window right there. And as I squeeze the juice into this tank, you might be able to see the juice come up. There's the top of the little tube I was telling you about. When we want to stop it about that far from the top, okay? That keeps it from flooding out, keeps it from getting this juice into your mouth. Like I said, it's good to vape, but it's not good to eat, okay? So we'll put this back together. Once we get all that screwed back together, you've got a brand new coil inside your starter kit. And an important thing to remember is every time you change the coil and every time you have a new one, you want to prime the coil. I'm not going to prime this one, but you would want to give that about 10 or 12 drags just without even being on the battery. You're not really looking for vapor or anything, you're just trying to pull fluid inside of the coil. These coils are basically a piece of a metal wire wrapped around like a piece of silica wick or a piece of cotton. If you dry fire it, that piece of wire is going to turn red hot, and it's going to burn that piece of cotton. But if you have the juice pulled into it, you won't have to worry about a dry fire. Okay? So when you're putting this back together, it's real important to remember, all you have to do is snug it. You don't have to over tighten it. If you can't just barely do like this to get your tank off, then you're having a problem. If you over tighten this, you're going to strip it out. If you strip it out, you're going to have what's called a $40 paperweight. So you don't want that to happen, okay? That's real important. So after you've got everything primed and you've got everything back together the way it's supposed to go ahead and turn your vaporizer on and vape away. Now, when this thing dies, you'll know it's dead by a couple of different things. First of all, once it dies completely and you hit the button the last time before it's dead, this is going to blink 10 times. Okay? So, and not only that, if you don't catch it blinking, the next time you hit it, it's just not going to work anymore. Okay? So, the best thing you can do is grab your charger. You stick this into the end of the charger. Once you get this screwed all the way on, this is going to blink 5 times, and this indicator light's going to turn red. Once that indicator light turns green, it's time to take the battery off the charger. It's not good to leave your battery on the charger. This is an important thing. People in cell phone stores tell you this, we're going to tell you the same thing. If you leave it on there, it's going to mess your battery up, and you're going to have less and less battery life out of it. Okay? So once it's done charging, go ahead and pull it off. You'll notice that these chargers have a USB end on them. They come with a wall plug, but it's also compatible with anything that has a powered USB. So you can pretty much charge on the go anytime you need to, okay? So, like I said, then we put this back together once it's charged and barely snug it. And now you're ready to vape. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope it was informative to you. If you ever have any questions or anything, you're more than welcome to come by either one of our locations, or you can go on our Facebook or any one of our other social media sites and leave comments, or leave comments below this video. Thank y'all for watching this, and enjoy.